Hello and welcome to your daily oracle reading for Friday, October 16th, 2020. I'm Linda the Lightworker. I make these daily videos so we can all stay on our purpose-driven path, living one day at a time, especially during such uncertainty, COVID and all this nonsense that's happening everywhere. So if this is your first time stopping by, thanks for being here. All the info about me and the decks I use is down below in that dibbly-doo box. LindaTheLightWorker.com is my website, or you could email me directly, LindaTheLightWorker@gmail.com, and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. Okay, let's jump into today's readings. General reading. Remember, take what you need and leave the rest. I'm working with the wonderful Gregory Scott Tarot. You know, I was really planning on using a different deck, and then it just jumped right out at me. So I had to just say, yes, let's do it. Okay, the first card we have today is the Ace of Wands. And here we have this beautiful fiery woman. Now, the wands typically represent all of the fire signs, and those are Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. So here she is. And she is dancing through, it almost looks like harvest with the yellow kind of yellow leaves and orange leaves up there. Her hair, the flowers. She is just in this abundance of harvest. She has so much energy and she's racing forward with this creative and energetic time. So this is the invitation of really embracing your creative energy, your energy to start something new. Listen, this whole COVID thing, I can't tell you how many projects I have stopped and started so many times and thinking, wow, am I ever going to finish that online class, or am I going to really clean out that garage or do a project around the house, that sort of thing, you know. And there's such an intensity of energy that's been oppressive almost. And it's like the collective consciousness has felt this really intense time. And as we're going and doing our best to stay focused and keep moving forward, then we can get weighed down by this intense energy. And the other thing I haven't mentioned, and I apologize that I forgot to mention it earlier in the week, is that Mercury has gone retrograde. And what that means is that oftentimes when Mercury is in retrograde, miscommunications can happen, things can break down, and it's not typically advised to start new projects. But here we have her. She is ready to go. She has energy. She's tired of waiting. She is just standing in all of her glory and ready to move forward. So even though there is this Mercury retrograde and all these other things happening, Spirit's saying, go ahead, try again. I've mentioned this before, like if you've tried to stop smoking or start exercising or whatever, give up a terrible habit, by just trying again, every time you try, no matter how many times you might say that you have failed, each time you try again, it just reaffirms your commitment to moving forward. So go ahead, move forward. Take that energy, that extra energy you have, and put it into something that you really want to do, or a new way that you want to live. Channel that energy. There's a lot of creative stuff that's coming up too. All right, our second card is the Emperor. And look at him. He's drawing up his plans. He has all these other blueprints out here. He is orchestrating the foundation for his next big thing, whatever that's going to be. So he is really writing it out, making it clear. I mean, as I'm looking at his plans, there's a doorway through here before we enter that next area. So it's really that energy of go ahead, make some plans. I know things are uncertain, but things are not done yet. And it's okay today to make some plans. But when you're making plans, let's think about making plans that match who you are. You know, the most important thing to do with all of this energy And all of these plans you want to make is to be checking in with yourself and making sure that those plans are still in alignment with who you are today, not your old self, not making plans based on old ideas or the old way you used to work or the old way you used to do business or the old way you used to find romance or whatever this is that you're ready to make a plan. Be sure to be checking in with yourself to see who you are today and if those plans really do fit you. And if they don't, draw up the plans that do fit who you are today. All right, our third and final tarot card today. I mean, I can't make this stuff up the way these cards have come out. Is the Five of Wands. And now, is this man attacking those little children? No. He's having they're playing a game, or they are doing, it's a training session. He's teaching them how to work together, even though they are small, to plan for their next attack if they need to go on attack. You know, Gregory writes, he wrote about this card, and what he said was something to the effect of that many sheep can terrify the wolf, right? If they work together. I think of that movie Babe, right? Right, Ba-Ram-Roo, when they start Ba-Ram-Roo, of all those sheep working together to accomplish something. I'm not saying you're a sheep, but when we look at the young or those of us who are without power or feel powerless, especially politically in my country here in the United States, if we go through our training maneuvers to make sure that we are set, that we're doing okay, we've got everything we need, that when we do our drills, that when something comes up, or if a situation arises and you need to practice some sort of defend yourself, right? This is what it's having your defense already laid out. If you're an attorney, I'd say work out your defense, make sure your team is all together, run your drills, work with those who ask those questions and learn how to troubleshoot for yourself. I'm seeing computer stuff right now, so those of you who might be building a website or working with a webmaster or something, ask those questions. What do I do when blah, blah, blah? And then, pardon me, fill in the blanks. Right. All right. Excuse me, I got a little hiccup there. All right, our final card today comes from, yeah, that's it, Denise Linn, Sacred Traveler. All info down below. Buy her deck, support her. You know, she has some wonderful online classes too. You might want to check that out. Here we go. Staying focused, holding the course. This is all about you keeping your eye on the prize or keeping your eyes where they need to be. If you need to work on a new plan, let's say you want to buy a new home or move or relocate, you've got to lay out your plans and then you have to stay focused on that path. So it's about really making sure that your distractions are limited to something that you either really enjoy. It's time for a break, because when we're doing training, it can be exhausting. Let's say you're learning a new software program, or, oh my gosh, do we even say that anymore? Apps maybe might be more appropriate. You're learning a new app. No, there's people working on software. Go through the training missions. Take the training classes. Oh, those of you who are working on, I'm hearing Zoom. They have a ton of online classes that you can take for free so that you can tighten up your meetings, learn how to do that better. But it is about you staying focused. All right, my dear, that's our reading for today. Sounds like a pretty darn good day, that you're going to have enough energy to do what you want to do and to stay focused. That's always a little bit of a challenge, especially with so many distractions that there are. So know what your distractions are and how you get focused, and make sure that you limit those, or just put it out of sight. If you're, turn your cell phone off if you're working on something else and you need to stay focused. It's okay if someone can't reach you for more than an hour. You know, back in the olden days when we only had telephones, and even before there was answering machines, people would just have to try again if they're trying to reach you, if it's not urgent. You know, we've turned on this urgent nation where everything is urgent, urgent, urgent. So turn those things off that distract you after you watch this video, of course. And make sure that you keep your eyes on your plate and work on your plan, because you know what? You're worth it. You're definitely worth it. You deserve to make some great plans for yourself, and you deserve to have those outcomes that you want for yourself. All right, my dear. That's our reading for today. If you're one of my new subscribers, thank you so much for being here. Please feel free to like, share. Let me know how you're doing. I love hearing from you. I don't always respond, but I'll definitely see it, and definitely just love interacting with you. So thank you so much for being here. All right. I love you, and I look forward to seeing you next time.